Welcome back to the Dream Match Podcast. It's your boys, Jay and Alex, a.k.a. James. I call him Jalix. That laughter wasn't planned out. But we back with another one, you know what I'm saying? We want to say to our day ones, we should appreciate y'all, salute, and to the newcomers, welcome to the conversation.
Acknowledge me.
That strangely flowed. All right, I was like,
oh shit! All right, let's get this shit going.
we jumping straight into it.
No. Let's get some conversation out of the way. Okay. First off, I'm just gonna tell get some shit off my fucking chest.
You said first off, I was like, "Fuck you, bitch," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Like, this is like this some shit that's been irking me. For everyone who's saying that, like, oh, like, control your kids in the grocery store. like, I get it. Like, I don't like, I don't like whooping my kids, but I know, like, sometimes you got to pop that ass to prove a point. But at the same time, my kids know if we're in the grocery store, don't act up.
Act up, get slapped up.
Facts like that. They know. Like you act up in the store, I'm gonna beat your ass in the store. I don't care. Call the cops. Take these little motherfuckers away from me. Why is it that I'm trying to buy avocados and this little motherfucker is touching all the avocados?
Yes,
and throwing them on the floor. Like, control your cheering in the store.
Yeah. Did you see that same on the same note? Did you see that video? I don't know how old it is, but this lady had a crying baby on an 8-hour flight and talking about, "I'm sorry, I can't control him." I was like, "Yo, I would have whooped your ass and your kid's ass."
I didn't see that, but how old we talking? How old was the baby?
It was old enough to where she was begging them to turn on the Wi-Fi so he could watch the tablet or iPad.
See, that's why. See, my kids are 7 and 4. We've taken shit. We've flown to El Salvador, which is, I believe, like a 6-hour flight. I'm not sure. My kids are good because here's why. We download shit before we get on the plane. Like, meaning if it's on our phones, on the tablet, we download shit so it's already on the app. You just go to Disney Plus, go to downloads. Oh, okay, Gravity Falls is already season 1 of Gravity Falls, which Logan loves Gravity Falls. Is on there. Bet let's get this shit going. Like, it's called preparation. That's all I'm gonna say. Fucking people.
And it's funny because people, I was reading in courses on TikTok, I saw the comments, people were talking about, oh, people with no kids, please have patience with people with kids. It was no, that's not how that works.
No.
I was like, just because you, like, if you know your kid, and then I think because the thing was too, she was saying that the kid always behaved like that, so she knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Why are you getting on a plane with this badass kid?
Thank you.
Or why don't you give him melatonin before he got on the plane? Something.
Yeah.
Mellow that motherfucker out.
Hey, Ray, real talk, like, and I'm not saying like we do this all the time, but we do give our kids like nights. If we're flying we normally fly at night, and then like try to keep them up all day. So once we get to the airport, they are racked out. And if they're not racked out, hey, here's a little medicine. Go sleep. Night night. You know what I mean? Like, we've gotten compliments. I was like, man, your kids are so calm on the plane. No shit, because they know the rules.
Yeah.
Like, even when Logan was a baby, like, we put a bottle in his mouth while we're taking off. That way his ears can adjust faster. If he started crying, Carla start breastfeeding on the plane. It's like, there's ways to manage this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
unprepared ass people shouldn't be parents, in my opinion.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, we are prepared to the nines with our shit, because I'm not trying to be those parents where people were just sitting there looking at us the whole time like, like, nah, sorry.
Like, that's my pet peeve too. When people take kids to a movie, like, if it's like, like, for example, Transformers 1, right? I went in there knowing I'm gonna hear a bunch of kids talking because it's a kids movie. But I was like, so for that, I was like, I'm okay with that because I'm doing it to myself.
Exactly.
But like when you go see something like
Scream.
Yeah, or like a Marvel movie or something, like where it's like that's for kids, but it's like, bro, like this is like it's not like a super rated G, like animated movie kind of thing. Like it's a different vibe to it.
I saw kids, and when Carl and I went to go see Deadpool 3.
Oh,
no,
Mm-hmm.
they should not have been in that movie.
Yeah. You know what's sad too is growing up, they made it seem like watching rated R stuff was such a bad no. Remember that type of shit?
Yeah.
And now these little kids watch whatever the hell they want to, and now they're crazy as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, we watched it too, but we were normal though.
Yeah.
I think we had outside time too.
We did.
That's a big difference because I think people don't realize how crucial playing outside is to the
I'm
to a child.
telling you, bro.
Because think about it, you go outside with your friends and family, y'all chilling, and then when like you get beat up or something, like you learn actions have consequences, blah blah blah. Like you get all your life lessons out there on the streets.
I'm telling you right now, when Randy and my mom got married, my grandma flew in from Tennessee to come to the wedding, and then Randy and my mom went on their honeymoon, like fairly quick. Like it was like right after the wedding, and it was my grandma called my mom. She was like, Cookie, because they called my mom Cookie. I don't know what this boy does. Like he gets up, he makes himself breakfast, he eats his toast, and he goes. He's not home all day. My mom's like, he's at the Boys and Girls Club. Like, I know where he is. And sure enough, like I'll make it home every day at dinner, like before the streetlights come on. But that's the thing. Either I'm on my bike, I'm riding around the neighborhood trying to find where all the bikes are, like in the front yard, or I'm at the Boys and Girls Club kicking with my homies because they decided to go that day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I forget, I went to, when I was younger, I think I was like elementary, I don't know exactly how old I was. But, we couldn't leave the street.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this one friend that lived like around the corner. And then one time, like, we got permission, me and my cousin, permission to go over there. He had the best setup. I feel like his parents were, it's funny because I feel like growing up, his parents were kind of assholes about this. But from the kid perspective, it was dope. They had the whole garage like a man cave for the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
We were there playing, like Nintendo 64, all that kind of stuff. And it was like, y'all can't come in the house. It was like, this is your domain, but you can't come in this house. We don't give a damn. So it was like...
That's dope.
But it's funny. It was like, no, it's like crazy. They cut contact off with their kid. It was like, I don't care what you do in this garage. This is your spot. Don't fuck with me kind of thing. So it was fucked up from that perspective. But as a kid, it was like, you got a whole garage to yourself, bro? He was like, I got everything.
I had a homie like that too. His mom and dad built them this like, it was kind of like a shed, but it was like a treehouse. Because he had his name was Scott something. But like this is like elementary. But it was like this big ass like fucking treehouse in his backyard to overlook Brea Golf Course. And dad ran power to it and did, because he was a carpenter, and ran power to it, did everything, put like a little mini fridge in there, like literally hooked it up and said the same thing. You guys can play out here. Don't come in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And like his mom will come out every once in a while. You guys want some snacks? Yeah, okay. They're on the patio table. Okay, come out there. Have like PB&Js for all of us and shit. It's like kids don't know what's like. I'm sorry. Like right now, I'm sorry. There are a selective few people that I will let my kids. It's literally, hold on. Angie, Jesse, Melly, Jessica. Okay, yeah. There are 3 people that I will allow my kids to stay at their house, and that's it. Yeah,
shit's wild out here.
I don't trust people no more.
But those were like the best days though, because like we had no worries. Like the parents would be like, don't bother me, we ain't gonna bother you.
Yep.
So it was like that. I miss those times. Bro.
I'm telling you, early '90s, bro. Like, I remember I got my ass beat one time because I rode my bike from. Me and my boys were like, my mom said, "Okay, listen, I don't care. You can ride your bike all around Brea. Do not, and I repeat, do not go to Fullerton. Don't go to La Habra, because like it's like the city's over."
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, for sure. Shit. One day I didn't know my mom got off early from work.
Oh, those are the worst times. Like, what you doing? Stop clocking out early.
I'm sitting there like jumping curves, like weaving through streets and shit, fucking bunny hopping over curves, going straight to Fullerton. So I get home. I'm coming back from Fullerton because there was like a bike trail that we wanted to, like a dirt bike trail that we wanted to go to. So I'm coming back from Fullerton. I get home. I'm like, hey, Mom. She's like, hey, give me a kiss. She was like, so what'd you do today? Oh, nothing. I'm like, we just rode bikes and we're over at Brian's house. No, not Brian's. Where were we? We're over. I think I said we're over at Grant's house. And she was like, oh, okay. It's funny because I saw a kid just look just like you weaving through the streets on Brea Boulevard coming back from Fullerton. Nah, Mom, we wouldn't do that. You told me not to go up Fullerton. Okay. So if I call Grant's mom right now, she would say you guys were over there all day, huh? Yeah, I got my ass whooped that day. It was worth it though, because them bike trails were fun.
Those are the best. Like, it's funny. Looking back, it's hilarious how whoopings used to be in the moment so deadly and terrifying. Looking back, it's like I earned that ass whooping, and it was totally worth it.
Yeah, I earned every ass whooping I got.
So I think I got to a fight at school once. I was in middle school, and my mom was like, "You want punishment? Don't leave this fucking house." I was like, "All right," but she worked all day, and she'd come back to like 11 at night.
Damn.
And so she left for work, and I said, she ain't going back. She ain't going back. I'm running the streets going crazy. And let me get back in the house early. It was about dinner time. I'm walking back because I was in this apartment complex, right? I'm walking back and I see my mom's car in the parking spot. I said, who parked in our parking spot? And I was like, is that? I was like, damn it. I was taking the trash out. But stupid ass, this is the dumb part, right? Right across the parking lot was a dumpster. So that was a dumbass lie already to begin with. Yeah. I go in the house, I'm looking, it's quiet. I don't see my mom. I pick her room, she had it in there. I said, oh, maybe she's taking a shower or something. I could lie and say something happened. I go in my bedroom. She's sitting on my bed with a belt.
Just waiting.
And then it's funny because I swear, like, the immediate first thing I said was, I didn't even do nothing, man. like your voice cracking, you throw it all tight. Like I threw a fit immediately. And then she beat the brakes off me. And this is why I hate you being my size growing up. Cause my mom was like only like 5. I don't know, it was like 5'4", 5'5" or some shit. She tiny. So the old, I hit my growth spurt at like 13. So I remember she hit me with that belt a few times, right? And I'm fake crying. And then she left, and I said, "Oh, that was it." She come up with the broomstick. I said, "What are you doing?" Like, she said, "I'm about to make you feel this, motherfucker." I said, "Wait a minute, like, like man, like, But again, I deserve that ass whooping though. But I love too when you remind your parents of how they whooped you. They like, I ain't never hit you like that. It's like, oh, I'm just lying now.
My mom to this day says she never whooped me with a Hot Wheel track. I'm like, Nick, you almost got me. You almost got me. Nah,
I got hit in the back of the neck with a belt, the belt buckle. But it was legit. But it was an accident because my sister. So me and my sister was fighting, right? Uh-huh. And because I'm the boy, I always got in trouble. Then my mom actually heard and saw my sister start the fight, so she got a whooping. And she's whooping her in my mom's room. And so I go in there to laugh and shit. My mom's like, "Get out!" And I say, "Yeah, and go to sleep too. Get your ass out of here." She just swung the belt. And I was trying to run. I was like, Bop. I was like, damn. But again, I learned, mind your motherfucking business. You know?
Sometimes you just gotta mind your business.
Oh man, I love whooping stories now.
I'm telling you, dude. I got my ass beat one time, and it was. I could have gotten away with this like crime free. I stole $20 from Randy, and there's one thing that Randy always told me, and I literally live by it. He's like, if you ask me 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna give it to you. He's like, just ask me for it. I sold $20 fucking from him. Went to his wallet, sold $20. Went across the street to fucking 7-Eleven, got a Slurpee. Threw the change in the trash. Don't know why. Don't know why. Just this.
You deserve this asshole to come to you. I should whoop you right now. Bro, I threw the change in the trash. Like
it was like literally.
You could have brought him back the change, like
75 cents. Because back in the day, Slurpees were cheaper. 75 fucking cents for a medium Slurpee. So I had literally 19.25 in the trash.
So were you trying to get rid of the evidence?
I don't fucking know, dog.
You couldn't hide that and save it for
bro.
See, these are the funny childhood stories too. Like, again, kids never know. Never know.
Like I said,
you can't steal a debit card.
Yeah, you can't exactly. You can't just sell a debit card and be like, oh, I didn't steal anything. Bullshit. I remember my brother wrote a check to himself and went across the street and cashed it.
Bruh.
My mom found out about it, beat the absolute brakes off my brother. I was like, ooh, shit. Like, and one thing is my mom was always a punisher. Randy was never really the punisher because like he was always like the gentle giant. But my mom was a punisher because she was 5'2" of angry black woman. She was 5'2" of sat down. That's that's the only way I can describe it. And if you've ever had parents she told you to sit down, you've never had a ghetto parent. If your mom said sit down, boy, I said sit down. Mm-hmm. You know you in trouble.
Sit your word.
Yeah, oh yeah, just sit your motherfucking ass down.
I used to hate that shit. I used to love going to my room after getting yelled at and cussed at. I'm like, who this bitch talking to?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know who I am? I go crazy in this motherfucker. Ooh, I'm running away. But I got nowhere to go. Ooh, I hate it here. Like, the stress of getting, like, I used to be talking shit in my room. Like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? And then occasionally they run, what'd you say? Oh, God, I'm dead. Huh? I ain't say nothing. Like, you turn from saying hard to punk quick. What'd you say? Oh, shit, she was listening.
Bro, this one fucking time, I was failing math or something, and it wasn't like calculus or anything like that. It was like literally fucking general fucking math when I was in high school. And like, cause it was like, they were basically giving you like the test, like, okay, can you pass this? Can you pass this? And I aced everything. Mm-hmm. And they were just like, oh, okay, he's actually smart. So we're going to put him in like advanced multiplication. And so it's like, okay, this is fucking simple as shit. Like,
yeah.
Why was I failing? No one knows. So my mom, she was like, so you're doing all your homework, you're acing your homework, you're showing your work on your homework, but you're failing the test. Make that make sense. She was like, you have a D in this class. How is that possible? I don't know. One thing you never said to my mom is, I don't know. Bro, she was like, you're on fucking punishment until that D comes up to at least a B. Because I know you can do better. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know me smelling my own piss, thinking I'm like, man, whatever. So I thought she left the room. I'm like, man, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'll fuck you up. You don't know what the fuck you talking to. What the fuck you say? Oh.
Heart drop. I'm telling you, those were the scariest moments. Like, I literally thought I was gonna die in those moments. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she about to fuck me up now.
Yo, my mom beat me like I'm gonna take a shot for this. My mom beat me like she was a grown ass nigga. Like, she was a 6'4", 250 pounds man. This beat the brakes off me.
I used to hate. I don't know if your mom did this, but my mom would like flinch at you. And you put your hands up. She was, oh, so you squaring up on me?
Yeah,
it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just eat these punches, nigga? Like, taking one with you. But no, because I'm getting real emotional now because I'm like, I'm bringing back trauma. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just let you just slap me in the face 10 times? Like, oh my God.
Oh, man. Well, childhood trauma, this is a great segue to get into fucking Penguin.
Well, was his childhood really traumatic?
Yeah.
He had fake trauma, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
His insecurities caused trauma.
Yeah. His trauma that he caused upon himself. Mm-hmm. First off, I'm just going to rate this whole series is a 10 plus. Like, there was not one episode that I'm just like, man, just get this episode over with. Every episode hit. Every episode.
I was already debating, like, should I start this motherfucker over now that I ain't got to wait a week?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to do it because I really want to go back and watch the first episode.
So I watched the episode where, because there's been a whole bunch of theories on who the psychologist is.
Oh, yeah.
So I did go back and I saw, I was just watching like the episode where she's walking through his office. I'm just like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, huh, why does it look like, no. It was Scarecrow's like glove, the one that he injects the fear toxin in. I was like, no. I'm like, is he going to turn into Scarecrow? That would be fucking dope.
So I don't know how true this is, but I guess when the script was being written, that was actually Jonathan Crane.
Oh, shit.
But then they changed it to Julian Rush. So now the thing is he still going to be a new? Did they just change the name and now he's going to be Scarecrow, or did they just change the character and that's a nod to what they were going to do?
Or did he use a fake name? Julian Rush is his fake name, but he's actually Crane.
Why do you use a fake name though?
Because he probably has a record. I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
Because he was a regular ass doctor to begin with, or psychologist, whatever.
True.
And then he just,
he kind of like this guy.
Yeah, started experimenting and shit, and then went down that rabbit hole.
But yeah, like I'm sorry. One, fuck you, Oswald Copperpot, you piece of shit.
Oz Cobb,
fucking penguin ass motherfucker. No, dude, like that when he killed Victor, which I knew he was going to do.
I had a sliver of hope. Like I was like, oh, he made it. And then he was like, "You're the only person ever seen me vulnerable." I said, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, right when he said that, I was like, "Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap." Yeah, that show hit on so many levels.
I think it's hilarious though. Is people were genuinely rooting for Oz the whole time, right?
Yep.
And then when he killed Victor, everyone turned on him, like fan wise, right? And I'm like, I loved it, like because that just showed how psychotic he. Like to me, that was it was a sad moment, but I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was expected too, like because think about it was also kind of weird first. Like you take a kid off the street, that's your underling or whatever, and then when he was like, "Oh, this is my mom" and stuff, and I was like, "Nobody knows she's here." I'm like, "Why is he showing him all this stuff?" Like
maybe he had it planned out from the beginning that he was like, "I'm gonna get as much as I need out of this kid, then I'm gonna wrap it up at the end."
I think so. I gotta rewatch it, but someone was saying that if you look at his reaction when the mom was trying to dance with Victor, Oz was getting mad.
Oh, he was getting jealous.
Yeah, and then I think that was the whole. So I got to rewatch it because I want to see that for myself. But they were saying if you look at it closely, you'll see that jealousy there, and that kind of foreshadows why he took his brothers out. Yeah, this show was perfectly written, 1,000 out of 10. Like, man, like it was just too good.
Yeah,
and I called the ending, by the way. Remember that?
You did.
With the bat signal. I was like, they're gonna flash the bat signal or something at the very end. This is what creeped me out too, though. Is his delusion is I can't comprehend his delusion.
Who?
Oz.
Okay.
At the end, his mom's in a vegetative state, whatever. He goes to see his girl, and his girl is just like his mom. And he's talking about, tell me you're proud of me. Tell me I'm the best son ever. And I was like, my mind was like, is he gonna smash her like this, or is she just like taking the place of his mom? It was like I don't know what the hell. It was a weird like. I can't comprehend what the hell is going on there.
It's a mommy issue type thing where.
Yeah, but I'm like, but what's going to be the result? Is she going to just play the role of the mom, or is this still going to be his girl? Yeah.
It
was just because it's funny. What made me laugh too is I didn't realize that was Eve at first. He walked away from the mom and he sees her, and I said, "Was his mom just laying down?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Is that Eve?" I was like, "What in the twisted fuckery is going on?"
So there's another theory about Eve too, that she's actually Clayface.
Oh, I was heard they're supposed to be related to him because
yeah. So, and like she's like her whoever, like her mom, or because Clayface was a girl before, and then her like they're basically like saying like her mom died, and then she knew how to like fit into where she get in, and that's how Clayface without like the actual Clayface happened.
I wouldn't mind that, but also I don't want every villain knowing each other. Yeah, like that's gonna get like let's say if like Julian Rush is Scarecrow and that is Clayface, I'm like so everybody know each. I get it. It's just it's a city, but I'm like, why are you interacting so much? Because I feel like Scarecrow should be a legitimate doctor that that nobody knows, and then he just essentially just turns crazy. Whatever that story is going to be, that should be that. And then after he turned crazy, maybe I can link up, chop it up. Like let's take this damn Batman out. You know what I mean? Something like that.
So there is a rumor too that well, not a rumor, it's been confirmed that they're going to do another Elseworld story, strictly with the Joker.
The one from this movie?
Yeah.
No, that was debunked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, because someone posted about that, and then James Gunn came out and said, this is not true. There's never a conversation about this at all.
Oh, I thought Matt Reeves was the one that was like, yeah, we're going to do it. And
someone said that on Twitter, I think, or something. And then because James Gunn, I think I showed you that or something. Because
you showed me the Superman one.
No, it was another one. Not this week. It was like a couple weeks ago or something like that. Because I was like, this is why I think I do respect James Gunn, because when he sees BS, he calls it out like, this is not what we're doing. And then so he did that on some. It was someone was like, they're going to do a spinoff of that Joker. But also that wouldn't make sense because we don't even know if we like this Joker or not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So it's like, why plan this? Because then also that's when you're going to go down that rabbit hole like they did with the DCEU, just throwing shit out there, and then people don't like these characters, and you're like, oh, well, now we got to twist it and maneuver it, and then it's fucked.
Yeah.
So I'd rather them, if they're going to do that, wait, see if we like them or not, and then move forward.
Yeah. Because I know he's supposed to be taking on the Owls and the Batman 2.
No, I think they're going to be 3.
You think they're going to be 3?
I think they're going to be the official big bad of this whole story.
Okay.
Because they're teasing corruption in the first one, and they're showing you more corruption in the show, and then I think part 2 is going to deal with more corruption and stuff. I think like Hush is supposed to be the big one of the second one. And I think that's going to lead into, because he's going to be exposing that corruption and everything.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're going to learn who the Court of Owls is and what they're doing. And then I think the third one's going to be when they go full-fledged against them. That's me personally is what I think they're going to do.
But how?
Because think about it, if they're going to do a trilogy, right? Let's say they're going to do a trilogy. Why would you put them in the second one? Because what do you do after that? When you've been teasing corruption since day one.
And wasn't Hush the Riddler? He got a brain tumor. Who was? No, the Riddler was.
So the other
Hush was his best friend from back in the day, right?
Oh, in the comics or the movie?
In the comics.
Oh no! Wait, sorry. You're right. I thought, no, sorry, you're right. No, you're correct. I thought you meant in the movie.
Okay.
So I was like, no, yeah, sorry, you're right.
So Hush was the Riddler, but he had a brain tumor.
So yeah,
and then his scar looked like a question mark on his head.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I read the right. Okay.
No. Sorry, I thought because they're talking about the Batman.
Yeah,
I was like, no. I was like, what movie did you watch? I was
that's why when the Batman came out, I was like, oh fuck, dude, they're doing Hush already. Yeah. I'm like, that's going to be dope. But then it came out to be the Riddler. I was like, oh, okay,
yeah. Because I think what they're going to do is that reporter that was going to leak that news on Bruce Wayne and stuff. Remember that Carmine Falcone killed him? I think his son is supposed to be. That was a connection.
Oh, okay.
I think there was something. I think that's what they were supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So then he might come around with that kind of thing.
Okay. Like I said, Matt Reeves, this whole Batman Elseworld stories, I'm digging it. Haven't really seen anything. I'm actually liking the Creature Commandos trailers I've seen so far. Yeah. Like I do like how this is one thing I enjoying how Frank Caliendo, was it Frank?
Oh my God. Oh,
I was gonna say Caliendo, but that's the dude from Mad TV.
Grillo.
Yeah, Frank Grillo. I do like how he's playing Flag in the.
Oh, yeah, animated? Yeah.
In anime, and he's gonna play Flag in the live action. So I do like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of excited to see what James Gunn does. Like,
yeah, I am too, because I think it's funny because a lot of people feel like are rooting for him to fail, and I'm like, I was a huge Snyder fan, right? Still am. Do I want to see that continue? Hell yeah, I do, but I know it's not going to happen. Yeah. But I'm like, for James Gunn, I'm like, just give us something good. Yeah. Because what I hate to, a lot of people always throw this random ass hate at DC. Like, something dropped recently. I think it was maybe those like those little TV teasers, you know?
Oh yeah,
like that.
The one where it showed Peacemaker and.
No, it's for Marvel. Sorry, for Marvel.
Oh, okay.
They did like something. I remember I saw this on TikTok. It was King Lion was like out of nowhere. It was a Marvel thing. And he was like, they just proven to DC that they can't catch up. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this has nothing to do with DC. Yeah. You know what I'm tired of that hate. So I'm like, just give us something good so we can shut these damn Marvel fanboys up.
And see, and to me, like someone like me who, yes, I am a Marvel fanboy, but I respect what DC does. You know what I mean? Like if you get a good movie, you get a good movie. Like, I'm sorry.
I feel like too, as a comic book fan, as a general, you shouldn't be trying to, oh, this is better than this. No, you should be happy we're getting content across the board.
Exactly. And to me, like what pisses me off with like the whole King Lion thing, he glazes fucking Marvel so much, and it drives me fucking nuts. Like, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, I understand you don't like fucking Batman, you call him Bitch Wayne. That's cool. But now everyone's going to agree with you. And then that's what kind of like pisses me off with King Lion. It's like, if you don't agree with him, you're automatically his enemy. Which is weird to me. It's like, bro, like you talk about this is a app for kids on TikTok, but yet you get pissed off and start going off on people because they don't agree with what you say. And it's like that's to me, like if you're gonna be like that, don't be a hypocrite.
Yeah, it's funny because I had a little back and forth with somebody, not related to him, just talking about TikTok. I made a comment on something, and somebody said I was complaining about nothing, whatever, blah blah blah. And then he was like, "Just admit you're wrong." And I was like, "Just because you don't agree with my opinion doesn't mean you're right."
Exactly.
That's not how this works. Like, because it was legit something. I was like, I think ... Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just prove it. Just prove it. He called me a casual fan or something, and I was like, first off, nigga, I'm gonna take that second.
Yeah. That was a free one because you deserve that.
But I was like, first off, I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not a casual fan. Because we're talking about Venom. That's what it was. Sorry, because the dude posted, they were bashing Venom, talking about how Noel was like a waste and shit like that. Whatever. I don't know why I thought it was. I was about to say I stuttered on the word shit. I thought I was gonna say the N word again, and I freaked myself out. But they're talking about blah blah blah, and I was like, Noel was a waste. I was like, they shouldn't have. And I was like, they shouldn't have marketed him so much. I was like, that's bad marketing. Someone was like, no, they were teasing him for the future, blah 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, what if there is no future though? That was a waste of time. I was like, they could have teased him and had a different villain. You know what I mean? Perfect example. But I was like, you wasted him and you wasted our time. The movie, he's like, this movie was good. Just admit it, you're a casual fan. And I was like, I'm not a casual fan. But on that same note, comic book fans don't pay the bills. Think about it. If they did, a lot of movies that are misses would be all hits. Casual viewers who don't read comics and just watch these movies for the fun of it, they are the cash cows. So I'm like, in general, you should be respecting the casual fans' opinions because it means more than yours. Because he's like, someone could be like, oh, I love the Joker too, right? It could be comic. Let's say, just for example, this is completely inaccurate. Comic book fans would be like, oh, I love this movie. Then the general public, like, this movie was trash. I'm not paying for it. And what happens? They are behind the movie. Movie flops. Yep. That's how it works.
It's facts.
Whew. But on the topic of DC, I'm just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep going, okay?
James Gunn confirmed that the Superman trailer is done.
I'm so fucking mad at this.
So to me, so I actually respect it because, we had a bunch of trailers coming out for movie. They did, I think Marvel dropped their trailers and stuff.
And then DC dropped theirs.
Yeah, and then they were like, everyone's dropping trailers. They're like, where's the Superman trailer at? And then James Gunn was like, it's ready. It's on my hard drive. He was like, but just, you got to realize all these movies are coming out months before we come out because they come out in July. Mm-hmm. So I think he's going to drop it like sometime in December, maybe January.
I'm going to say he's going to drop his Super Bowl.
No. Okay, let's do it like this. I think we're both right. He's going to drop a teaser.
Yeah.
Or something. And then, yes, 100% Super Bowl is going to be a big one.
Because that's where all Marvel, DC, like all the studios are going to be like, hey, we're paying the $1 million to get our fucking commercial, our 5-minute commercial on TV. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think in December, he's going to drop a teaser, and then in January Super Bowl, he's going to drop the actual trailer. And here's what made me mad, because me and Jaquan, or Jay, sorry.
Don't matter.
Whatever. We share the notes on through the app. So when he's doing something, it lets me know, hey, Jay's on the app or on the notes correcting something. So I'm looking at it so I know what we're going to talk about. I was like, hold on. Wait. Instantly text him, yo, did James Gunn drop the trailer? No, it's just done. Come on, Jimmy. Just fucking drop the trailer. And
see, the thing is, I'm glad he's waiting because one thing let me say this. I loved Deadpool Wolverine's whole marketing campaign, right?
Absolutely.
But they started too early.
He did.
Because I was so hyped and I was mad. Because remember this, we were talking about this shit in February. We started the podcast. Yeah. We were like, remember we had an episode called Stop Talking About Deadpool. Yeah. Literally, I don't want that with Superman because if the movie I almost hope it looks like shit if he drops it early.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't care about it. And then drop a dope ass trailer in March. You know what I mean? Or something. So I'm like, ooh, something's coming soon. But I don't want it done too early to hype me up. I'll be sitting there, left, blue balls, mad as hell.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm doing this. I said it because I'm selfish and I want everything right now. But I do respect his wishes to keep it low key and keep everything
We got to think about too, this. This is a legitimate. This is like a make or break kind of thing for him.
Yeah,
it really it's the first entry into his DCU. Is holding a lot of weight. Because if this movie's trash, his whole thing crumbles after.
Yep. So
that's why I think it's there's so much riding on it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make everything perfect to a T. That way, he's making sure all of his I's are dotted and his T's are crossed. That way, when the movie is fully released, people don't have shit to complain about.
Yeah, which I respect that too. Because
Yeah.
I'm still mad because I rewatched Peacemaker season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got mad realizing I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
The show came out. I was like, it's a long ass time in between. But I get it because of the whole change of power and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But also, remember, he was like, we're trying to get the story right. I'm like, hey man, if you dropping fire, take your time.
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's one thing that like I have a love-hate relationship with Marvel, because they don't take their time with they to me, like, they just like, oh, okay, people want it, we're just gonna give it to them. It's like, no, dude, like, bring that shit back.
See, I don't think it's even that with Marvel. It's more of a there's no plan.
Yeah.
Because again, Infinity Saga, there was a plan, you can obviously tell, and they were pumping out everything. It was everything wasn't perfect, but it was good.
True.
And a lot of it was great. But it was like you just got good projects. And then post the Infinity Saga, they've been just putting out projects, and then it's like, for example, after Endgame, everybody came back from the blip, whatever. We're like, what's the state of the world right now? We didn't find out until Falcon and Winter Soldier what the state of the actual world was, and then you start to see bits and pieces of it. Like, to me, it's crazy. When did Eternals come out? 2021, 22-ish?
Yeah.
We still don't know what the hell was up with that. What's up with Tiamat? And they made us wait until Captain America 4 to find out what happened. Like, that's a lot of time for a legit Celestial to be sticking out the ground.
Yeah.
That's monumental. Like, why is this not being talked about? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that was stupid.
Yeah. So okay. I'm just trying to figure this out real quick for Tiamat. The premise of Captain America 4 is they're all fighting, like, basically all the countries are fighting to get to Tiamat so they can get whatever he has, right?
Adamantium.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be adamantium. Mm-hmm. So they're basically fighting Wakanda.
No, I don't think Wakanda's in there, because I think so. I think the whole thing is like, because Wakanda now is like, the world knows Wakanda exists. Mm-hmm. They know they have vibranium, and that's the strongest metal they know of right now. Oh. So I think like Wakanda is content with their stuff. I don't think they know that adamantium is stronger yet. Oh. But I think because there's a new kind of metal out there, everyone's trying to battle, because it's kind of like an arms race again. Okay. So everyone's trying to fight to get that to where they can have this on their side.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited for Captain America because like it looks good. Red Hulk looks dope. I like the fact that he's actually like hot and on fire.
I'm just hoping they don't screw it up, because I feel like the story changed at some point during production, and they're trying to I feel like they were trying to retcon some things. Cause I feel like I could be 100% wrong, but let's just say there's some connection to Kang, right? Mm-hmm. And they had to take that out, but that's probably a big part of the story, but not that specific idea. I think they were trying to change things up, and I'm like, this is, I don't know. I feel like they might be trying to put too much into the movie.
Yeah, I can see that too. It's Marvel. Another Marvel news: the man, the myth, the legend, the
triple OG,
the man who has not made a bad movie in his, no, I can't, no, fuck it, that was a good movie.
What?
What was that movie with him and Russell Crowe, where Russell Crowe was like a computer virus dude? Fuck, it was an old movie. Denzel Washington is coming to the MCU.
Did you see the second video he posted, by the way, or the interview he did?
Oh yeah. That
was pretty funny, because he was talking about retirement and was like, "This is the last things I'm gonna do." Then he was like, "I didn't mean retire." He was like, "I'm moving from in front of the camera to behind the camera."
Yeah.
And then he apologized to Ryan Coogler. He was like, "I'm sorry, I don't think I was supposed to say that." But he was like, because he talked to him, they had a conversation. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna write something for you." He was like, "Cool." Then he just casually said it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Oh, that's supposed to be a secret or not?" But he was like, "Just so you guys know, it's not written yet." He's like, "I might have a cameo, I might have one line, I might have a big part. I don't know yet."
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a nice way to, like, not saying he fucked up, but it was like, that was a nice way to put it, because it was like, it's still being written.
Yeah.
So people can't be trying to, because I think too, he's going to put a stop to the, who you going to play? Who you going to play? Like, no, motherfucker, I don't know yet. Yeah. Like, don't bother me. And I don't think he would even care. I
think he just wants to do it. Because I do remember before Chadwick passed away, Chadwick talked to him and was like, "Hey, like, I would love for you to be in Black Panther." And he didn't want. He basically wanted Denzel to play Killmonger's dad. Mm. And he was just like, they were trying to figure out, and I guess scheduling didn't really connect, so they couldn't do it. So, I mean, hey,
Chadwick did say there would be no Black Panther without Denzel. I think that's a special moment too about it. And then also Denzel saying he's in the giving back stage of his career.
Yeah.
He was like, I love Ryan Coogler, love what he does. He asked me, so I said, yeah. And I was like, that's real dope.
And see, this is one thing that I'm going to say what I love about the old school black actors. And I'm going to say black actors because I see more of the other actors being kind of standoffish from their fans, not willing to give advice. I saw this clip where Denzel went to this dude, or this dude was interviewing him. And I think he was from Africa, but he lived in New York. And he was like, how can I get to where you are? How can I be you? He was like, get on stage. He's like, that's how I got my start. He was like, I got on stage. He was like, I don't give a damn if I was in the back holding a spear. He was like, that spear turned into, okay, I like the way you look. Come up here. I come up there. He's like, okay, I like the way you look in that. Okay, can you say this line for me? One line turned into 3 lines, 3 lines turned into 4 lines, 4 lines turned into I'm the lead of the play now. That lead of the play turned me into I'm an extra in the movie. Extra in the movie turned into like, okay, you come forward a little bit. Turned into now I'm in Glory with I don't know if y'all have ever seen Glory, but it has every actor in the world in that movie, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
He said you have to stop being afraid of being in the background and put yourself in the foreground. He's like, start small, get big. And one thing I love about Denzel Washington, he always ends his thing was, I'll see you at work. Mm-hmm. I love that. It's like, and even the chick who played Mama Odie in Princess and the Frog, she's a mom in Blackish.
Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yeah. Oh. No, not Tracy Ellis Ross.
Dre's mom?
Yeah, Dre's mom.
Lewis?
Yeah, Jennifer Lewis. There you go. She always she gives inspirational advice. Like she and this is what I'm talking about. Like even Whoopi Goldberg, like all these prominent black actors, they give advice. They're not so standoffish.
It's because
if you approach them the wrong way, they will. But
not saying any other race of actors don't have a struggle to get where they at, but it's like they know the struggle and they're trying to give game back.
Absolutely.
Where a lot of people, they're like, oh, I feel like with other, let's just call it what it is, white actors, right? Mm-hmm. If they struggle to get where they at, they're like, I struggle, you struggle, figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why everything is always so stagnant, is because they're trying to keep everybody down. Because again, I get it, because everything is about, this is all jobs. You're trying to make sure you got work for the next 10 plus years, whatever. And if too many new people come in, they're better than you, for example, you're gonna lose out on your money.
Exactly.
So it makes sense, but it's also like, damn, bro, give back. We should be the thing is we shouldn't be in this stupid rut of reboots and remakes right now.
No, we should be in a space where, okay, I'm gonna come up with a new story. It's like,
churning out good fucking original stories. That should be the thing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, and that's why when I first started, and this is the last story, then we'll move on to something else. When I first wanted to start this podcast, 2 of my of the podcasts I follow, I was like, hey, and I was like, these guys are cool. Like, I'm gonna text them and be like, hey, what is how can I'm trying to start this podcast, and I'm not sure how to start. One of the dudes was a complete fucking dick, and when I say a complete fucking dick, he was a fucking asshole. He was just like, oh well, why are you asking me for? Because you guys are successful, you guys have sponsorships already. I'm not trying to. Well, what's your podcast about? Oh, it's just about pop culture. Oh, so you're trying to take my win? I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm not trying to take anything from you. Whatever, bro. So I went to the next one, and this is why I follow Last Podcast on the Left to this day. This is why I listen to all their podcasts to this day, because I messaged the host of it. And he got back to me. He was like, dude, honestly, only advice I can give is start. He's like, and don't think you have to buy all this expensive shit, which me and Jay did, which we're literally we don't use it anymore. Just start. And that's advice I would give anyone. Just start. And he was just like, if you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. And he was like, but honestly, he's like, that's all the advice I can give. And that's literally all the advice I needed. Just start and see what happens. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and I'm sorry, like, people gatekeeping shit is fucking weird to me. Like, I'm sorry. I love healthy competition. If you want advice on how to start a podcast, please hit us up. Like, I have no problem helping you guys out.
The problem with that, the issue with gatekeeping and, like, you know, especially podcasting, which to me doesn't make any sense, is people could listen to multiple podcasts.
Exactly.
Like, they could be like, oh, let's listen to, you know, Jay and Alex talk about X, Y, Z, and then I'm listening to these people, see what their opinion of the same thing is. You know, then, you know, something, you know, then they can bridge that, you know, not bridge a gap, but, you know, like, have different perspectives, and they can go see something to make their own perspective and be like, oh, they were both, I like how they said this, how they did that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to take a bit from here, I'm going to take a bit from here.
It's not all competition.
Exactly. But yeah, that's our, I don't know how the fuck we got there, but yeah.
I was talking about Denzel being inspirational.
Oh, there. Thank you. Okay, so yeah.
I got you. Speaking of inspiration, let's move on to Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2.
Okay, I'm just not gonna lie to you. I just got to one episode last night because I got drunk and watching that stupid ass fake Paul fight.
Okay, well, what'd you think of that first episode?
It was dope. Okay, and here's why.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know what we're about to say right now.
Yeah. The Cobra Kais from Japan, those kids, I want to beat all of them up. Claim on the fucking the dragon. By the way, the dragon, the girl, the one that said "Welcome to Barcelona, bitch." Oof.
Oh, yeah, the Iron Dragon. What's her name?
The little baddie. I think it's dope. I think the
I finished it. I'm gonna tell you, it only gets better.
Okay.
Like, let's say episode 1 is amazing, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll give episode 1 like a solid 9.
But look, you give it a 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst episode. Yes. In my opinion, episode it's only the worst because it was the first. Like,
okay.
like literally. But it's like, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you compare them all, like, dude, it keeps stacking. And then it's funny because it moves so fast. I was like, this can't be the end. And I didn't know there's a part 3 coming. I was like, what? This is, okay, that's another random. Let me just say it real quick. I don't know why Netflix is doing these parts.
Wait, there's a part 3 coming?
Yes.
That's stupid.
And I'm like, how are you going to start by dropping things all at once to then trying to, like, put ads in the shit, and then now you're trying to give us parts? Like, this doesn't keep anybody engaged. Like, I wouldn't pay for Netflix. I got it free with T-Mobile, motherfucker. Like, you know, like, I don't give a damn about this shit.
I did see one part, and that's why I hate fucking TikTok, and it pissed me the fuck off. Fucking spoiler. Silva's back.
Oh, yeah.
Shit pissed me off. I was like, how the fuck?
No, they get in all that.
Okay.
There's no stone left unturned. I will say one thing's gonna be laugh is that this is not a spoil. It's not really a spoiler, but you're gonna laugh when you see it. But somebody gets rock bottom through a table.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
So when does part 3 drop?
I don't even know.
Stupid.
So that pissed me off because, like, we waited so long for part 2, and it was worse is I forgot where part 1 ended because I'm not the kind of person to go back and watch stuff.
I had to go back on my phone because I was sick of paying for fucking Netflix, so we got it through my mom's T-Mobile, and it has commercials. It doesn't bug me at all. I'm just like,
the hell out of me.
I mean,
coming from there was no ads to having ads, to me it makes you mad.
Yeah, true. But like, it did bug me because the way I'm looking at shit, it's fucking free. I don't care. Mm-hmm. But I had to go back on my phone because I had to cancel my subscription through my phone. And I was like, okay, where the fuck did we leave off at? Okay, cool. Then go back to this one and be like, okay, here's where we left off on this. But yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, to me, it also disrupts the story because, like, when you see it end, you can be like, oh, this shit is nuts. And then you gotta wait 2 months for the next part. And it's like, bro, you know, you're killing the momentum you guys have. Because the part 1 was dope. And then it ended, and I forgot about it. And then, no joke, I think it dropped like Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I think I texted you, what, Thursday?
No, Friday. Dropped Friday.
No, it didn't. Did it?
15th, yeah.
Okay. I thought I caught it late. I thought it dropped like on a Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Then I was like, what the hell? And I was like, I didn't even care. Like, no joke. Even when I started watching it, I was watching it, and I forgot about it. And I texted you immediately and said, oh, shit. I was like, make sure you watch some of this because I was like, in my mind, we behind. But I forgot about it.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it.
I'll tell you, it's a 10 out of 10 for sure.
Okay, now let's get to the stupid ass fake Paul fight.
Let me first let's start with. Did you watch the undercard fights?
Yeah, dude, that chick fight was crazy.
The one before that, it was some dude, something Goyat.
Yeah.
And what was the other guy's name?
He was an influencer from Brazil.
I forgot his name. Yeah, but the dude Goyat had this dude in the corner, pushed him. His dude's chest was at the turnbuckle. This man got there and humped him like 5 times. And then I was like, what the fuck? Because my sister was watching it in Georgia, right? We're on the phone together. She said, why is he humping that man in the corner? And mine was delayed to hers. And I was like, what you talking about? Why is he humping him in the corner? They do the end of the round ends, right? They do a replay of it in slow motion. Once the dude is getting humped, he turns around, he's smiling at him. Ha, ha, ha. And I was like, aren't y'all motherfuckers supposed to be boxing? What are y'all doing? And that whole fight looked stupid as hell, too. Like, you could tell they weren't professionals.
No.
But, sorry, no, that was one fight. And then the next one I watched was the Mario Barrios.
Dude, that shit was crazy.
Abel Ramos,
yeah.
Bro.
They were swinging.
Them motherfuckers was throwing hands. My sister had me laughing because we're like, who do you think's going to win? And I was like, Barrios. She said, why? I said, because that black and pink is fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, you ain't going to lose in a nice clothes like that. And she's like, nah, I'm taking homeboy in the flames. So we watching fight and stuff. And then Barrios knocked down Ramos early. I said, I told you, we out here, we eating. Mm-hmm. We eating. He get up, they go a couple rounds, and all of a sudden Barrios started getting his ass beat. I said, in this fight, man, I was getting mad.
Yeah.
That was good. We had the women fight was crazy.
Dude, they were. But the chick from Ireland, that chick was dirty, bro.
Yeah.
She kept headbutting and shit.
And then her trainer Amanda Serrano's trainer had me dying because he was like, she fucking dirty.
Yeah.
She dirty. She's the nicest person I ever met, but she dirty as fuck. And then he said if you go back and watch all her fights, every person she fought has some type of gash on her face from her headbutts.
You know, I did do that last night, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I went back and looked on YouTube. I was like, let me see if this is talking shit. That's not a shot. Oh, let me see. Sure enough, like you can see her like when they're about to like tie up because they're tired. She goes like that in this lunges, and she always hits it, which is smart because this is the hardest part of your body right here, is the base of your head. So she always leads in with that. Yeah, and it's like, dude, this one chick, she cut her open from here to like here, and it was just like flat. Yeah. I was like,
But no, see, you notice how the ref was like, after the ref got yelled at, he kept pushing her. Yeah, he's like, stop. He would throw her ass back and like fight. Throw her ass back, and it was like, yo, because she kept trying to get, because like once she hit Serrano in the eye, started gushing, she kept trying to rub it with her head. Yeah, and he was like, stop this shit.
That shit was like flapping too.
But the trainer had me dying. He was like, he's like, next time we need to fight with a ref who knows the hell he doing and blah blah blah. Did you hear, by the way, there was no doctor there?
What?
Because remember when they pulled him apart and they were
like, where's the doctor? Where's the guy?
Yeah. Like, there was no doctor apparently.
Oh,
and that's what he was like. This is a shit show, and it was like crazy. Well, I won't mention it right now, but because this was pissing me off, because through all these fights, my shit buffered nonstop.
Yeah, well, see,
and I was like, Netflix, y'all, if y'all can put on a live event, y'all got to be prepared, bro,
for this server.
Because no joke, I feel like the next live event you put on, I'm not watching.
Yeah,
because I'm not going through all this buffering.
It's going to be football because I believe the Chiefs and someone else are playing on Netflix. And then that's going to be the next big one before WWE comes over to Netflix.
I ain't watching the damn game.
Yeah,
because they're like, you got to fix that, because that was terrible. And they kept trying to say, oh, we have so many subscribers watching. It's like, because it's free, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
that's
nobody
why.
pay for this. Like, come on. And then when they show Mike Tyson get interviewed by his son, and he turned around, his ass cheeks hanging out. I was like, why are we showing this, bro? Like, come on. It's weird. They kept showing him grab his dick when he was doing the weigh-in, and then they showed his ass cheeks. I'm like, what is up with these questionable ass people with the camera, bro? Like, what are y'all doing?
Oh man, this shit was hilarious. But did you hear Michael Irvin when they were talking to Jerry Jones, and he was like, yeah. So he was like, so do you guys like talk in private? He was like, the only thing I've ever talked to Michael Irvin about is like blah blah blah. He was like, yeah. He was like, and me and Jerry Jones are gonna have a private conversation about Deion Sanders, but that's in private. I'm just like, Deion Sanders is coming to the Cowboys.
I don't think so.
No, I think he is.
So unless he's lying, I remember Deion said he has no interest in being an NFL head coach. He said he wants to stay in college. But I also think too, though, is he wouldn't want to work on the Jerry Jones because everyone knows how Jerry Jones is. Mm-hmm. He'll overpay you like crazy, but then he'll fuck your roster over.
Yeah. But see,
because think about it, how good were the Cowboys for years?
True.
Under Mike McCarthy, and then all of a sudden, with the same players, y'all look like shit.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. And that was with a healthy Dak Prescott. You know what I mean? Like, that was weird to me.
But see, but also Jerry Jones he's very vindictive, and this is coming from a Cowboys fan. I know we're shitty, so I don't give a fuck. He's very vindictive. He wants to prove people wrong that he needs to retire. So I guarantee you, he's willing to pay Deion Sanders and take a cut this season so he can get a first round draft pick and get Shador, and then trade Dak and pay him out of his contract so he can get, huh? No, I ain't even going to take Dak, but basically pay him out of his contract so he can have a either you're a free agent or you come back here and you be like a second round or a backup quarterback. So he can get Travis Hunter, the other wide receiver for Colorado, who's number one.
They're not getting both of them.
I mean, who knows, bro?
Not because the way it's looking, like they're supposed to go, let's say 1 through 3, all of them. Like you got to trade your whole future to go back into that top round.
True.
And so right now the Giants have technically the second pick so far. Yeah. They're not giving it to the Cowboys.
That's true.
You know, so it's like, but goes we're gonna be good for a quarterback, hopefully, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Back to this Paul and Tyson fight.
Stupid shit. I
was mad because, so to me it was very underwhelming because, like, I get it, you got to talk shit, but Jake Paul was talking so much shit, and then when Tyson hit him in that chest one time, he started running away and started playing like I'm gonna just win by decision by just getting my jabs up. So it was funny is if you respect the way he fought, fuck you, because people hated Mayweather for doing the same thing his whole career. Talking about he's a bitch, he runs around. Jake Paul did the same thing. So if you respect him, you better put some respect on Mayweather's name.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Facts.
Because it was it's a strategic way to win.
It's a stupid way to win.
But I don't like the way, because me, Jake Paul was talking way too much shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, just to see you sit there and just jab the whole time, because you could tell once he felt Mike's power, he was like, oh, I can't get caught with one of these. He was trying not to get caught.
Yeah.
And then also it looked a little weird because I felt like a couple of times Mike possibly could have got knocked down. But
he did stumble a little bit.
Jake wasn't taking the opportunity, and I was like, he's a legend. I love him. I'm like, you can't talk about he must die and blah 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 just to, that's whack. That was a different waste. I was mad. I wasted my night watching that bullshit though.
Yeah,
that was such.
I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie.
I watched the whole thing and then I was just irritated. But that fight, 2 out of 10.
Yeah. And
also, I think too,
the girls' fight should have been the main event.
But I will say though, respect to Mike Tyson for going out there at 58 and still throwing hands the way he was.
He was
because his legs looked a little weak, but you could tell he was battling. Like he said, he's battling an injury, but he's like, I'm not going to use it as an excuse. So they asked him to. I don't know if you heard it or not. They're like, "Is this your last fight?" He said, "I don't know yet." I don't think it is because I think he wants to go out the way he was when he fought Roy Jones Jr. in that exhibition. He want to be like, I'm gonna give you my shit, healthy. Because I think if he would have been healthy, right, he would. If he would have been healthy and still lost, I think he wouldn't care to have been done. But he's not healthy, so he's like, nah. But I was like, he's the oldest man. I think he's the oldest man ever to box, right?
Yep.
He's youngest world champion, heavyweight champion ever. Then now the oldest man to box ever. Like this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah. So they released photos of the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Of course, there's already controversy, but we'll get into that in a second. One, the kid playing Hiccup is the kid from Black Phone, and he was in that new Netflix movie where the girl shits herself. I can't think of what it is.
That don't sound familiar to me.
Oh god, it was it was kind of like a version of American Pie. But he's in the Black Phone. He looks dope as fuck. Like he looks really good. I
never seen How to Train Your Dragon. Is he playing the main character?
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, Hiccup's the main character.
Not the dragon right now.
No, the dragon is Toothless. Toothless.
That sounds familiar. That's familiar. Yeah.
Toothless looks dope. Like it really looks like they literally just took the cartoon version and brought it over here.
That's dope.
Like he looks really good. The director, it's the same director from the movies. It's the same.
Oh, that's dope.
It's the same music director for the movie. Like it's everyone's the same. So the controversy is the girl who is playing Astrid, which was played by American Ferrera in the cartoon, is played by the girl who played Pedro Pascal's daughter in The Last of Us.
I did see that.
Okay, so
That's how I found out about it because I was scrolling through TikTok and all of a sudden someone was like talking about the controversy. And I was like, "What?" And then they were like, "Oh, How to Train Your Dragon live action." I was like, "That's a thing," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then that's how I saw it. I think legit like yesterday. I think.
yeah, and so the controversy is because she is half black, half white. She looks like her mom. Her mom, oh man, she was love interest in Mission Impossible 2. Which one did he change faces?
He changed faces.
Remember when they had the thing on his throat and he took you can wear a mask and you can
Yeah, not like that in all of them. I feel like it's like a standard.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think when the first time.
What's funny is when I saw that because the dude was going on a rant about the whole controversy being bullshit. They did show her parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, her mom. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
I can't think of her name, but she is she's a great actress.
Was it not? No, it wasn't Rashida Jones, was it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I
don't know why I thought she was her.
Because she's half black, half white too. But everyone's like, oh, well, and her dad's both her parents are from England. So everyone's like, oh, well, why is she black? If you look at this little girl, I'm telling you right now, you really can't really tell she's black unless you like really kind of look at her because she's very, 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 very light skinned and she just has crinkly hair. But she has the same face as her mom, so that's how you can tell. My thing is, who gives a fuck?
I saw they made me laugh. The dude was going on his little rant. I don't know the guy's name on TikTok, but he was talking about how they like if you like because her dad, I forgot who her dad is. He's somebody famous too.
Yeah.
And if you look at his not his like ancestry type thing, but kind of like his ancestry, he comes from like legitimate Viking and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was based on the time period. So technically,
it can work.
Yeah, I was like, just because she got a little darker skin than everybody would want, don't mean shit. And I get tired of that too. Like I think I hate because like I do get mad in certain cases when they do race swap. It does bug me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very selective with it.
Yeah.
But in this case, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
and my thing is, if you look at the picture of Astrid from the cartoon and her, only thing I do is put like a blonde wig on her. Right there, you have it.
Mm-hmm. I think something people don't realize either. Though a lot of these things is like, let's say they could have been like, we're trying to find somebody white, right?
Yeah.
So it could have been in the casting call. And because technically she's half white, she probably answered that call. And they were like, oh, let's see what she's doing. And she could have been the best one.
Exactly.
And then that changes your perception on a lot of stuff. They're like, well, you're going with the best there is. So she could have been the best person who auditioned for that role, which is why she got it. No other reason. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know what, I guarantee they didn't say black woman for Astrid. It wasn't that. It was like they was looking for a specific person. I think she came in. Because it happened when I was, right before COVID, I was, wrote this short film with this one dude. We got all the way to the casting phase. And we were looking for legit like a white girl to play like this role. A black girl walked in, and we were like, "All right, let's see what she got." She was good, and I was like, "Yo, if she wasn't good enough to win that role," but I was like, "Yo, she was like," because she did like one scene real quick, and I was like, "Oh shit, this might be the one we didn't know we were looking for." Mm-hmm. Then we had to do it again a different way, and it was like, she can't adjust, because it was like there's a whole thing like with the casting. You have them do the scene how you want them to do it. And then you give them some random direction to kind of follow to see if they're coachable kind of shit, And then so she didn't adjust well to that part. And I was like, if she would have did it, it would have been better. But we were not looking for a black girl. But it was like she just came in and it happened. So it was like, it just happens, you know what I mean? So I'm like, just stop hating. Is she like 18, 19?
Yeah.
Leave that girl alone. Like, it's not her. First off, people forget too, it's a job.
Exactly.
Like, if somebody told me right now, you want to take the role of a white man for like, $100,000, I'm like, yes. What am I doing? Smoking crack on the corner. Bet, give me the pipe. It don't matter. Like it's a job. Like we forget that movie making is the film industry these are jobs.
Yep. And
like they don't clock in and clock out, but they get paid the same way we do.
And well. And let's not forget, Astrid in the cartoon was voiced by a Latino woman.
I know, right?
So y'all motherfuckers are weird.
Out of sight, out of mind. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. It's like y'all are weird.
And this thing too makes me laugh a lot too. Like no joke. I feel like a lot of people who see that they probably haven't even fucking seen or watched the actual How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah. They just see they saw she's playing this person. Saw like there's a white character. It was why they race changing? Why are they race changing?
It's the same people who got pissed off that Ariel's a black woman.
Yeah, which is funny. Like we're not about to go to that.
I'm gonna say something real quick about that because I got an argument and with my supervisor at work. And I love trolling people, so this is why I did it. He was like, dude, I can't believe they have a black mermaid, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, So he was like, to me, they should have have a mermaid what they really look like. So you just want a slimy, half fish, half. I'm like, because honestly, I'm like, all the fake videos I've seen of a mermaid, they look fucking horrifying. I'm like, if you want that, that's cool, I guess. It's like, well, I'm just saying. I'm like, so are you more mad that she's black, or are you more mad that you're not going to see a little white girl with in a swimsuit? I'm like, because let me know, because I got 911 on speed dial. He's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm like, so why do you care? Because I'm saying right now, people are going to be very fucking pissed off, because they've already said Hercules, when it comes out, he's going to be a black kid, because he's basically they basically are making the gods all races. So Hercules is going to be a black kid. And you know what? I'm cool with it. Just make me, as long as Go the Distance is the same fucking version. Don't fuck it up like you did in Lion King. I want that song in that movie, and I'm telling you right now, if you just go, I can find my way, and it ended. I'm saying right now, I'm walking out of the movie, I'm blowing the fucking movie theater off the fucking face of the map.
Yeah, one thing I always hate too is whenever someone's on a rant about they should look like how they're supposed to look, blah 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 blah. There's always someone who says, well, we should make Ryan Gosling should be Black Panther. Then I'm like, what makes me laugh is like every time there's always or they're like, Ryan Gosling should play Martin Luther King in a biopic.
Yeah.
I'm like, first off, they always use real people like Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
As an example, it's like, this is make-believe versus real life. Stupid. And also, when you talk about Black Panther, him being African is a part of his character.
Exactly.
When white characters are changed, it's because the race doesn't matter. So it can be swapped out. I think the problem is too, let's be real, white people don't have a culture. That's the problem. They don't have a culture because their culture is American culture, and American culture is a mixing pot of everything.
It's a gumbo.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, instead of getting mad about certain things like that, how about you go trace your ancestry? If you can't, I love people be like, oh, I'm Irish and this and that. I'm like, oh, so you ever been to Ireland? No. You ever done anything Irish? No. I'm like, so you're ignoring your heritage for what reason? And then get mad at some other, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't get behind that.
No.
It's like, bro, don't get mad at us. But again, certain things, like, for example, if I saw a black Superman and I'm talking about Kal-El, I'd be mad, I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm
yeah.
I mean, like, but like to me, I'm like, no.
Because there was a black Superman, but
that's fine. That's fine. But it's like, I'm cool. Like that, I won't be cool with. Or like a black Batman, I'd be like, really?
Yeah,
it won't work. But I'm like, random ass character, like you said, a mermaid. We don't know. Are mermaids even real? We don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like even when Jason Momoa was cast as Aquaman, they were like, technically at that depth in the water, your skin would be pale. I'm like, oh, now you just an expert on the ocean, nigga. Like, I take that shot. I don't give two fucks.
No.
Because I'm getting mad. Let me stop. I got a whole hour of this nonsense.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's the end of the podcast. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Is it the same?
Yep, you can find us at Dream Match Crew or Dream Match Podcast. But if you do Dream Match Crew, the E in crew is a 3.
And you can also find us on Buzzsprout, which is where we post on a lot of the times. And if you have any questions or anything, you can link up with us in this messages on Buzzsprout, on Instagram. We're not really on X, Facebook, TikTok until January.
I'm still mad about that. All that hard work I put in that.
Dude, all that hard work we put into that fucking...
I'm dropping a diss track.
Ooh. So yeah, just... like I said, you guys want to keep in contact with us, social medias. Just thank you for all the support, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Actually, no, not next week, because I got Carla's birthday celebration. Still can't believe you're not going to go, but that's a different argument. Bye.
Until next time.